Hello once again, this is BDK Power of G3 Radio bringing you another Shogun 2 Total War online battle. I haven't uploaded for a while. I've been really busy with my band, playing gigs and practicing writing new songs. So I've been hectic, but I have played a few matches, so I'm going to bring you a couple today, just to make up for the lack of the last couple of weeks. So this is my first battle. It's on the Rice Fields map, and my opponent is Rydogg. So this map is really flat, really plain, there's not many trees and whatnot, so there's not many places to hide units apart from the obvious little tree bits. So yeah, this was, I think it was a 5k battle. Yeah, it was a 5k battle, which is small funds, which to be honest I'm most comfortable playing in that number, just at the moment. Actually no, I think it was 10. Apologies, yeah it was 10. So yeah, this is my, I'll just slow it down because we're making a rush at the beginning. I've got my veteran Ashiguro unit, Bo Ashiguro, then I've got a unit Bo Samurai with them, then I've got 5 units of Katana, 2 veteran on my right flank, then I've got a unit of Yari Samurai which is spears, good against Cav, and then I've got a new unit which are the warrior nuns, which kind of have like a sword spear kind of thing, so they're kind of in between sword and spear on the kind of balance table. If you get what I mean, surely, right? Okay. Then I've got my general bodyguard and 3 units of Yari Cav, 1 veteran. So yeah, let's go have a look at my opponent's army. He has a unit of light cavalry storming forward towards this capture point, which increases the stamina and movement speed of all units. Then he has a lot of messed up bow, matchlock units, and yeah, swords and spears. I'll have a look properly when he's kind of formed his lines, because he's busy charging forward at the moment. As you see, I've charged forward as well, so I can get a hold on this. Well, it's a farmhouse, control point. I was putting it play. Yeah, so he's moved this unit of light cav ahead of his lines. Light cav really, it's only used as kind of a distraction, or to try and distract your time, or kind of stop your army moving forward, just as like a expendable unit really. There's not really much you can do apart from distract, charge around units, whatnot. So when he sees my guys getting forward, he's just going to stop there because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to waste his unit basically. And also I've moved my spears across just a little bit in case he does decide to charge with that unit. As soon as my Ashiguro stuff laying down bow fire, he's out there with them guys. So I've started to control this point now. As you see, it's currently not controlled by anyone, but I've got a couple of units starting to get a hold of it. And he's also bringing forward his matchlock units and his bow samurai, and they're in range, so I'm getting the first shots away. But it's not going to be long until he starts to get the upper advantage in the skirmish phase. Just with them matchlock units are going to obliterate my units. As you can see, it's got a volley gone away there. And he's also used fire arrows to try and demoralise my Bo Ashiguro. Because Bo Ashiguro are all Ashiguro are peasant units, so they have really low morale. And so by using matchlock and fire, they should start a rout quite easily. At the moment I'm quite happy with this skirmish phase of the battle, just because I am capturing this building and I'm not having to engage. Also, in retaliation to him moving all his cavalry over here, I've brought my spears across from there over here, and I've also got my cavalry force all the way over here. Let's get another volley away. And the problem with non-veteran matchlock Ashiguro is the reload speed is terrible. I mean, they've only had 2 volleys away in the whole time I've been capturing this. But Ashiguro have poor morale and they've already started a rout, and it's not long for my other unit will as well, I imagine. So yeah, now that I've controlled this now, so now that I'm basically sick of this skirmish phase, and I'm going to order a full rush of my melee forces, and also I'm going to move my cavalry up there and engage his cav, because I'm basically sick of getting shot at by his gunpowder units. Charge, right. See what? Now I'm just targeting his individual units, and I want to try and get rid of them. Hopefully getting that charge element is going to be good for us. And now see, I want to charge right into a spear wall. Yeah. Getting stuck in. Right. I've also bringing up my Yari Samurai to give him a cap some support. But the problem is, he's still got his matchlock units back here, and they're going to start firing down. If I don't do something about it, yeah, you see they're starting to fire now, and this morale is just lost decisively there, just because of it. But this blue radius is my general's, basically a radius of what any units within it, again a good morale boost by my general, because my general is a morale and sword general. But now that I've got rid of his cav, I'm going to move up and try and take care of his matchlock units. But apart from that unit, my main foot units are holding the line and are winning, especially in the centre here. But I have brought my general up, and he's going to smack right into these guys. Cause I did notice these were longsword units, so my cav are going to have a bonus against them. I've also going to get some hammer and anvil strikes on with my cav into the back of this guy. I'm going to try and route as their flank immediately. That means I can turn my cav's attention now onto the running units back here, is skirmishing units, and now I can concentrate on my foot units on routing those other guys. So yeah, you see that was a victory for me. It was a good game, really, this one. My opponent really wanted to skirmish. He didn't really want to fight with his units. I think he could have probably he should have used his cav better, really, because I managed to wipe them out straight away with that charge. He didn't even bother charging them. So good game nevertheless. Quite enjoyed that one, but that was quite short, so I'm going to bring in another one, and I can tell you now this is the longest battle I've done so far. I'm just going to call my opponent Zoo, because you can all see his name there anyway, and I'm going to be deploying up here in the top part the top part of the section of the map, if that made any sense. And then this is the Bay of Many Faces map. So yeah, there's two control points in this map. One is up here on top of this hill, and one's down here by this shore and on the lower gradient. Just waiting for it to load. There we go. Right, I'm going to put this in slow. Well, actually no, I won't. We've got two units now. Bow Samurai and Bow Ashiguro. Then my main block of infantry at the moment is 4 units of Katana Samurai, non-veteran. Now I've got my the Warrior Nuns. I was impressed in the last battle, so now my new veteran unit of them is called the Dead Mouse Nuns. You know, I should do. Now I've also got my general going up there, and I'm going to redeploy up here. I've also got a flanking force of my Yari Samurai, my Yari Cav, and my Katana Samurai. One of them veteran. I'm going to try up here and take this building, which increases the morale of all my units. And also I've got 2 hidden units of Yari Cav, both veteran as well. What my opponent has done is he's rushed down and dismounted his Yari Cav, and he's going to try and capture this point. I think I missed the opportunity looking at replays again, because I think I could have probably caught these off guard before the rest of his army got here, but oh well, what can you do now? His unit, it's got a few matchlock units, a few bow units, and then he's got an even mix of sword and spear units, and also a unit of I think that's Negate Samurai. I can't pronounce Japanese for real. Yeah, these have got the same weapons as the Warrior Nuns. They're kind of like mixed between spear and swords, so they kind of do well against both cav and sword units and spears, but it's not as best as the full either sword or spear. But they are a good unit to have. I haven't unlocked them yet, so I'm guessing my opponent is a high level than me. I forgot to check. But yeah, I didn't see this unit of light cavalry coming up because I was focused on deploying my army. Because once I saw him down here, I was like, I didn't want to get into this choke, the bottleneck here, Cause I didn't want to fight him down here, because his martial art units will pretty much obliterate my front lines. But yeah, he's got his whole army down here trying to take this, which increases the melee attack and charge of our units. But at the moment, I'm just content to sit in this hill while I capture this unit up here. But it's like I was just going to run straight into my spears. As you can see, it's done some damage. Like that guy went flying. The spears do beat Cav, especially like Cav, so I'm quite content up here. In seeing no units up here, well, short, non-hidden units, I did move my katana and my other veteran Yari Cav down here. But yeah, the Yamri Samurai did hold for themselves. I am going to capture this unit now, unless he has more hidden units. But that's why I did take a unit of Yari, a unit of spears, just in case they did have a... I didn't anticipate a unit of hidden Cav. Luckily I managed to hold them off. As you can see, my opponent is slowly bringing his samurai forward. And he's a Negator samurai. Ones of them cool looking weapons. Like a big wooden pole with a really sharp blade at the end. It would be pretty cool to have one of them. But yeah, at the moment my Cav are just sitting in the woods. I'm just hoping at this point he doesn't bring them too far forward. But after I've anticipated his units here, he must be thinking this player might have some hidden units of his own. So yeah, I'm going to speed this up now, because this is a really boring phase in the battle. Yeah, now this is when my opponent brought out the samurai, and I decided to get out. Just because I didn't want him coming too far forward. Yeah, this is a really dull phase battle. I'm bringing my Yari samurai back because they have controlled that point, and he is now controlling this point as well. And it's basically just still. I was talking to him in chat, which unfortunately you can't see in the replays, but I was just saying, so do you fancy coming up and starting the battle? He's, no, I'm quite content down here, so a bit friendly banter. But he is going to move a couple of units up here and hide them in the forest. In retaliation of that, I've moved 2 units of Cav back into this area, and shortly I'll be moving that area back, just so hopefully he'll lose recognition of where my cavalry units are if he does decide to come out of here and attack. So yeah, still boring stalemate here. I didn't say it was going to be an exciting battle, I just said it was a long battle. Because really I didn't want to be down here in this bottleneck fighting him, and he seemed pretty content to just stay down here and wait for me to come and do that. But I really didn't want to go down and meet him, I wanted him to come to me, just because from the looks of things I can use my cavalry effective, because he's got a even mix of spears and swords, and I didn't really like the idea of that. As you see, I'm busy trying to tempt my opponent to come down. I'm just reshuffling my lines, hoping he thinks, oh, these boy units they're unguarded, maybe I'll go attack them. But as you can probably guess, he didn't. And now I'm busy reshuffling my lines. And you see, just there, in case you missed it, he has 2 units of Yari Cav that were hidden, and he's going to try and take this area up here. Unfortunately, while the game was being played, I didn't notice them because I was busy trying to busy watching here, where he hidden the units, and down here, in case he was doing some movement. Really, I should have my mini-map like that in battle, so I don't miss stuff like that, but unfortunately I didn't. He has hidden them units back in there, and if he think he must have known I hadn't seen them in a second, because he's going to try and come here and take that building. So yeah, I'm going to move my cavalry around here, because basically I want to come down and try and take out those units. I don't want them to try and get a whole line merging along here and coming down like this. Oh yeah, isn't in this battle just amazing at the moment. G3 Radio bringing you the finest battles ever, obviously. But yeah, this is when I started to notice his guys were up here, and he's going to dismount now and take this building. So in retaliation of that, I think in retaliation of that, yeah, now I've taken these 2 units out here, and I'm going to try and take these guys out, because I don't want to lose that building. Then he's going to have really good advantage over us. He'll have cavalry units behind the lines, and his whole army down here. Yeah, so in retaliation of that, I want to bring my bow samurai forward and try and get in range of his guys, and try and start the battle really. But I'm not being daft, I know his units are still there, and I definitely saw a cavalry unit, so I'm keeping this unit of Yari quite close by. I'm also bringing my whole infantry force down here, and they're going to try and square up to these guys in here. Let's have a look at my general anyway. Where is he? Come here, there he is. If you can see him quite well. Yeah, so he's also deployed as general, and he's going to come up here and give his guys a hand. Now that my cav is going to come up and smash into his. Oh, sorry, these units up here didn't deploy. Yeah, I'm just struggling like mad today. So yeah, now that my archer's in range of his units, they're starting to get some good fire. Oh, that must have hit. Oh, this guy's still alive. He's not liking it. One thing I do like about this game is the animation. The animations have improved so much over the previous games. Like, even when they've been killed, you've still got guys down here, in pain, being trampled by his mates. I've also, okay, I'll get the action. He had a unit of Yari Cav, a Katana Samurai, and a Matchlock Ashiguro hidden in them trees. But now that I've seen him, I've got my bow Ashiguro to retreat. I'm going to try and cut these guys off with my Yari Cav, and then I'm charging my whole infantry force forward in a move, because I see that his army are really not don't have a proper formation going. So I'm going to try and take advantage of that and try and catch them all off guard with my infantry. Unfortunately, he did manage to get through my bow Ashiguro, but I'm going to bring him a general, hopefully, and that will give them a morale boost. I'll be able to keep them. Up here, we both really weren't paying attention, but we did keep going back and forth, because we both started to attack each other. He does have his matchlock units back here, and I'm quite worried about them at the moment, because they will start to get fire away, like I think some did there. And his bow Ashiguro are getting some shots away. But luckily, I managed to get a flanking with these guys, and I wanted to get them in the mix. I've also got my general stuck in the battle. Not stuck, but getting stuck in. He's going to try and demoralise these units, which he has helped do. Only thing is matchlock units are probably going to start targeting my general, and he may not last very long. So a quick look up here. My Yari Cav are going to charge his general, while that Yari Cav just really stands still. But they're not capturing because they're not on the foot, so they're basically just useless at the moment. He's also charging these bow samurai with his unit Yari Samurai, and as you can see, there's a mass rout started to go on with his units, just because I think my units got a better charge, and while they're under not in proper formation, they've just broken. And yeah, so now with everyone charging down everyone, and there are still a large amount of guys here. I mean, that matchlock unit hasn't lost anyone. That Katana still got 78 units, so I don't want these guys to come back from routing, so I'm going to take all my forces, well, near enough all my forces, and I'm going to charge these guys down. Also, I've got my bow samurai on skirmish mode, so his Yari samurai are very tired, and they're just trying to charge down these guys. And now, while I was bringing my Yari Cav back up, his Yari Cav got a really good charge on my guys here, so it'd be good to see how my veterans hold out against them. So yeah, down here, I'm still just, you can see all the red lines there, attack orders. Just charging down the guy. I just want to catch up and try and destroy them as much as I can. And you might be wondering why I keep holding down spacebar, which shows all the attack orders I give and the different formation orders, just so you can see how I play it and how I go about doing things. So here, I ignore these bow Ashiguro units. I wanted to try and capture his build here, which does increase the melee and charge units of all charge stats of all units. Yeah, but here I see there's cavalry units coming down, so I'm gonna move this spear unit. I'm gonna try and cut them off if they do try and go for my guys. But by the looks of it here, he's just gonna try and get back his units, try and get them back in the fight. Which I really don't want these guys fighting, because my guys are very tired, his guys are tired, and it's going to be a scrappy battle. So you can see his general, he's trying to rally his troops, which that little green symbol I think means, yeah. He's trying to rally his troops, but I'm still charging down. This unit stopped because we weren't being chased anymore. But yeah, up here, a micro mistake by him. He didn't click an attack order on these guys, so my bow samurai are literally about 10 feet away and just laying fire into them. Yeah, and now I've got my katana samurai, everyone chasing them. I did see these stop round, so I put 2 units on them. And I've still got all my guys chasing down these units. I mean, these are just matchlock units and a very organised retreat, I've got to say that. But he has got his unit here, and he must be trying like mad to rally these guys. And this is the thing that annoyed us. These units they were literally about, what, 180 feet or something away from where they would have just dissipated, and then they stopped routing. And here, I was just like, oh god, my guys are tired. That unit's very tired, so I'm going to have to fight them again. So I've redeployed my units. I've got a katana, a yari, and my warrior nuns here. I want to bring up my katana samurai to help just get rid of these guys. But he's going to bring down his yari cav, and he's going to try and smash into these guys, who I did leave without any aid. So yeah, I've stopped these guys, and these guys are going to get absolutely obliterated. And you see they've started routing immediately, and that means this Boashguru are still there to get stuck in. Here, I've decided I don't want this matchlock getting any more firing on us, because that will just destroy my unit's morale. He did try and cut us off with this unit katana samurai, but my yari samurai did manage to get sneak past, and they're going to charge down these matchlock units. And you see they're not happy at all. They are encouraged by the general nearby, and he is putting some decent archery fire in. But I still think I might have the upper hand here. At this point I was getting quite worried though, because he had routed my katana samurai back here. His Boashguru are here. But I got my dead mouse warrior nuns really starting to fight with these yari cav. And they are really good them weapons, because they're not really sword units, they're not quite spear units, but they still have some effect against cav, because they've got them kind of long, big sticks with swords on the end kind of thing. So yeah, at this point I decided just dispatched one of my units katana, and I'm going to try and chase down the general. Also, my yari are in here trying to beat his matchlock, and I'm going to get a massive collision in here. And now his guys have finally routed from the battlefield, which means, and his Boashguru has started to rout as well, and it's really just his general left. His yari samurai are up here. They were originally going to go try and take this building, but they do start routing. Yeah, there they go. So yeah, this is when I've got everyone now piling into his general, and they are going to try and take out his general. But his general started routed, and that's a win for me. It was a long, boring battle, but once it started going, it did get quite good. I was just a bit peed off when his matchlock stopped routing about 80 feet away from the end, and that went on. But it was a good game. I really did actually enjoy that one. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the battles, and I'll see you again hopefully shortly with some more. This is BDK for G3 Radio.